Hi, my name's Trevor Brown, and recently I launched a crowdfunding campaign on Pozible. We're only about halfway through the campaign, but almost unbelievably, we've already hit our target, which just amazes me. At this point, all I can say is thank you and pass on my appreciation to the 30 people that have invested in this project. So now that we've got our funding sorted and we've got a good idea where our budget's at, I thought it would be good to give people an idea of some of the other issues we're dealing with. This is going to be a complex, and it's not going to be an easy project to complete. We're dealing with a tough subject matter. Being homeless is tough. But luckily I've got a lot of contacts on the ground. Unfortunately, I've got friends who are still homeless, which pains me considering that I'm in a house and get to sleep in a nice warm bed every night. This documentary is hopefully, well, the plan is, to showcase the homeless in a positive light and also show some of the organisations that support them, and sort of not just about supporting them, but about giving them positive activities to engage in instead of focusing on the tough reality of their world. But we've got some real logistical issues with this project. I've got a crew lined up of about 8 people at this stage, and we might even need a couple more. And one of the issues I've got is with a few people on the ground, and we're going to be filming at night, and we're going to be in the city, we're going to be working across the Yarra at one point. And how do I coordinate those people, and how do I stay in contact with them? And of course, the now ubiquitous mobile phone is in everyone's pocket, but it's inefficient when you want to talk to a lot of people or a group of people. And the best option is radio communications. And this is my old workhorse. This is the TX6000 made by GME. I've had it for, I don't know, a dozen years or so. And it's been everywhere. I've taken it bushwalking, it's been up in the snow, it's been all over the place. And a couple of times it's actually helped me quite a bit. On 2 occasions when I've been bushwalking, when things have really gone wrong, I've been able to use this to call for help. And as far as I'm concerned, it's well and truly paid for itself. But one of the things that didn't handle very well was wet weather. This thing's not waterproof. And as you can see from this photo, and this is from a winter camp back in about 2004, you can see that I've got this in a plastic bag around my neck, and all I was truly worried about as I crossed the river was whether this thing was going to end up in the drink. As it turned out, and the thing was, just to add the pressure to that, we needed the radio later to call to get picked up at our new location. So as I was crossing the river, I knew I needed this thing to work. So the pressure was on, and thankfully I didn't fall over, and all's well that ends well. But like I said, it's not waterproof. And the great thing is these days is that there's been amazing advances in waterproofness for electrical devices. The camera that's recording this is actually a Nikon AW110, and it's completely waterproof. And last year, just after I got it, I did a snow camp, and it was awesome to be out there, up in the bush, out in the outdoors, and just be able to concentrate on what I was doing and not worry about the equipment having problems. So as I started to prepare for this project, and knowing that we're going to be filming in the rain, and that's got its whole heap of issues attached to it, but I started to look and I found that this waterproofness has made its way into the radio communication world. This is a new package, I only got it last week, and it's actually a pack of TX6150s from GME. And as you can see, when I open it up, nicely packaged. You get the 2 radios, you get 2 microphones, 2 40 volt and 12 volt charging. Under here we've got some earpieces, which is really awesome. And that's going to come in quite handy because on one of the shoots that we're going to do, one of the locations we're going to be shooting at, it's going to be 6 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to be near people's houses, and we'll be able to have these on so they don't have to hear us talking on the radio, and that'll minimise the amount of noise that we make, which will be that'll be really good. These things are rugged, waterproof, as you can see by this little test I did earlier today, where I dropped one into an ice cream container full of water, and it kept working, which is what it's meant to do. So I'm sure they'll do quite good in the rain. I've got 2 of them at the moment, and this is part of where I'm chasing a few extra dollars. I need to get another pack. At one point, we're going to have 6 people in the field, and I need to be able to coordinate with most of them. So, you know, this is truly high quality stuff, and people wonder what I need the budget for. Well, this is part of it. The other thing I need my budget for is, because I don't have a vehicle anymore, I need to hire something so I can get round to the different sites. And in a couple of days' time, we're going to have a look at just what vehicles are going to suit our purpose the best. There's a lot of other things to get organised, and this is only part of it. This is an important part. The funding is amazing, and again, I'd like to thank the 30 supporters that are out there. I'm in the process of getting you all written up, and you are going to get plastered across the social media networks and things like that, but I've just got to get it all organised. You sort of caught me by surprise by getting into my target so early. So I promised in the possible campaign that I'd get you out there in June, and it's only just the middle of June, so it'll happen. But like I said, there's a lot of other stuff to organise. I'm planning on doing these videos hopefully as a once a week thing, and I can talk about what sort of plans we've put in place, what sort of stuff we've got equipment wise, and then as we go about filming it, we'll have updates and behind the scenes shots hopefully, and it should also all be very exciting and culminating in later in the year a screening of the documentary, which I plan to invite everyone. So until then, I'm going to sign off, and hopefully you can tune in next week. Cheers.